Like a so far this year. The Heroic Conference runners-up last year, sitting at 5-5. Been a bit back and forth all year. Had that comeback win to start the season as Daryl Cage rings up Vicky Marshall for the first out. Comeback win over the Knights at the first game of the season, I believe it was, 9-7. Then a big win over the Dragons, 19-5. Then lost back-to-back Lumberjacks and Moonshots. Only combined 4 runs, 6-8, 1-3. But a lot of close losses. Their biggest loss of the season was their most recent one. A 7-run loss to the Gauchos, 9-2. Every other game was decided by 2 or fewer. So a bit of maybe unluckiness for the Vikings so far this season, but looking to make that late playoff push here. One on, one out here for Liam Freishek. He fouls that one off. Daryl Cage on the mound for the Wrongfielders, making his last start of the season. Maybe I doubt of his career. Maybe the last time we see him in a Wrongfielders uniform, maybe. Who knows what this future will hold for Daryl Cage as we move forward. Runner is safe at second, so in scoring position now for Gage Deputy here. She's got a 2-1 count. Swings on that one into center field. Carl Scott is tracking it, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. So nothing doing, still no hits here as we go to the top of the second. Bailing Curtis, Chris Cloverfield, both due up here to start off the top of the second inning. That's hit up to the middle. That's going to be a base hit for Bailing Curtis, leadoff runner aboard.
Now batting the left fielder, number 6.
Chris Cloverfield, first pitch swing, he puts this one to left, and that's going to get down in front of Amir Williams. So back-to-back singles for the Wrongfielders. They've got something going here. Here's Andrea Dartboard.
Number 7. Ball inside.
1-1 count here to Dartboard. That one finds his own 1-2. That one's grounded to third. Freishek scoops it up. Throws to the second. Runner gets back in time. A good snag by Freishek. Caught it before it hit the ground. Here's Woden Wayne.
Ball inside.
1-2 count to him. Swing and a miss. A big strikeout for Chestnut. 2 away.
Now batting
And here's Carl Scott.
number 49.
Carl Scott grounds that one to short. Riley Reed gets first in time for out number 3, and the side is retired. So the leadoff singles amount to nothing as we go to the bottom of the second. 5, 6, 7 duo for the Vikings.
The designated hitter, number 17.
Grounded to short. Curtis up with it. The throw is going to be in time for out number 1.
Now batting the left fielder,
And that will bring up Amir Williams. Amir Williams puts this one into right. That's going to get down. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. Amir's going to run into second for a 1-out double.
now batting the shortstop, number 69. Ball inside.
Here's Riley Reed. Swings at that one, pops it up, just gets into the outfield. And Bailing Curtis will make the catch for number 2. And here's her brother Spencer Reed.
Baseman, number 9. No.
Swing and a miss. And Reed strikes out swinging and will go to the top of the third. Still deadlocked at 0. 9-1-2 do it for the wrong fielders.
The catcher, number 19.
Wrong fielders finally getting their first win of the season last week. And an upset win over the Overdrafts. One that not a lot of people saw coming at all. Absolutely smoked them 11-0. Absolute shocker.
Now batting,
First really big upset we've seen so far. I mean, massive upset. We've seen a few maybe upsets, but this one was monumental. Definitely will affect that heroic playoff picture going forward. Dress we're looking for a fairly easy week.
ball inside.
Ended up going, instead of potentially 2-1, went 1-2. Someone's popped up in the infield. Gage Deputy will make the catch, one away.
Now batting, the designated
That brings up Trudy Fruity. Not Trudy McFruity.
That's down.
That's going to be up the middle. A base hit for Fruity. That's going to put 2 runners aboard again for the wrong fielders. And they come up clutch second time around here. Blew their last opportunity last inning. 2 on, nobody out. 2 on, 1 out here. And Grim Bullock up the middle. It's a slow roller into center field. Judd French charges in, makes the snag, throws it to home in time. A great throw by French in center field. And the runner has gone down at home, keeps us scoreless.
Strike. That's inside.
This one into right. That's going to one-hop in front of Vicky Marshall. Going to try her arm. She doesn't have quite the arm that French does. And the runner is safe, and the wrong fielder strike first. Lead 1-0.
Strike. Strike.
Wrong fielders looking to cause chaos here. In these last few weeks of the league. That one's in time to first for number 3, but the wrong fielders have a run up on the board 1-0 going into the bottom of the third.
The catcher, number
Yuki to lead things off here for the Vikings.
inside.
Pops this one into right center. Carl Scott calls for it and makes the catch, one away.
Ball ball. The right fielder, number 37. No. Strike. Strike.
1-2 count now to Vicky Marshall. She fouls that one off. Popped up into shallow right field. Leroy McJenkins Jr. makes the catch, 2 away, and here's Judd French. Had that outfield assist. At least has prevented it from being a 2-0 game. He puts this one into right. Right to Woden Wayne for out number 3, and to the top of the 4th we go. Wrong fielder staying on top, 1-0. 6, 7, 8 due up for the wrong fielders. Andrea Dartboard leading things off here. Let me see if I can live tweak the stats live on air. I don't have the stats 100% up to date. I'm up to the end of week 7, day 1. I spent most of the day today trying to get caught up, and that's to the extent I did. Getting through the Super Saturday weeks are quite long because it's basically a whole nother week tacked on to the end of it, so it takes a little bit longer than anticipated. But hopefully I can get majors sorted out here, maybe hopefully by like Thursday, maybe Friday, and then we can make some sort of like voting document in order to vote for All-Star nominees.
Now batting.
A quick inning for Joey Chestnut, and we'll go to the bottom of the fourth.
16.
This one's down the first base line, but it will be foul.
Strike.
1-2 here to Liam Freishek.
That's down.
Just misses. That one is in foul territory and will find the stands. This one is poked into right, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Bomber special from Liam Freishek, and the leadoff runner is aboard here. I'll bring up Gage Deputy.
Baseman. Number 10.
Runner's going. The throw from behind plate is in the dirt. A better throw would have nailed the runner without a doubt, but Boomer Lasers couldn't get it there. Grounded to third in time at first for out number 1. Mojo boost for Daryl Cage. He's locked in. Let's see. For majors, we're up to row 1,738. And for pitching, we're up to row 519.
Nope, high.
2-1 here to Amir Williams. Grounder too short. Bailing Curtis, the throw in time for out number 3. Leadoff runner is stranded. We're to the top of the 5th inning. Wrong fielders still with that 1-0 lead here. 9-1-2 due up for the wrong fielders. Here's Boomer Lasers.
Outside. Strike. That's up. Ball inside.
3-1 to Lasers.
Strike.
That one finds his own. The count is full. Hit hard. That's going to hit through the left side of the infield. Base hit for Boomer Lasers. And back to the top of the order. Here's Leroy McJenkins Jr. Excuse me if my voice sounds a little bit off, or you can hear my nose kind of run. Allergies have kind of kicked up. Boomer Lasers is absolutely gunned down on the base pass. You've seen a lot of curious running decisions throughout this season through various different teams. A few more come to mind lately. Saw the High Rollers kind of run themselves out of the game against the Unicorns a couple weeks ago. That one comes to mind because I just scored that one for extra base hits.
Designated hitter. Number 18.
This one is foul from Trudy Fruity. 1 for 2 today. This one is going to bomber special into left. 2-out single for Trudy Fruity, her second hit of the day.
Now batting. The first baseman.
Here is Grim Bullock.
Number 10.
1 for 2 as well. Picking up Fruity. I don't believe she has... Well, she has more speed than I thought she did. But not a whole lot to burn. Don't think she'll be trying to run, especially with the arm Miyuki has behind the plate. 1-2 count here to Grim Bullock. He managed to foul that one back, staying alive here. This one's hit hard into right. Tracking that is Vicky Marshall, and she'll make the catch for out number 3. We'll head into the bottom of the 5th. 7-8-9. Do it for the Vikings here. Still trailing 1-0.
Now batting. The shortstop. Number 69.
We'll have the Reeds and the Miyukis lead us off here as Riley grounds that one short to first, round number 1.
Now batting. The second baseman. Number 9. Ball inside. That's up. That's inside. Strike.
Take a quick look here at the stats that we do have recorded. So I noticed that I have a few typing errors. That one's to Jenkins, to second for one, to first for the Dragons. Special. A 4-6-3 double play gets us to the top of the 6th. Curtis, Cloverfield, and Dartboard due up. 2 for 2 today for Curtis as the lone RBI of the game. Curtis having a nice season so far. 388 on the year, 14 for 36. But that won't be a soft floater to Reed for number 1. Here's Cloverfield, 1 for 2. Cloverfield not as nice a season as Chestnut gets pulled in favor of Bruce Hot Mike. Cloverfield hitting 8 for 37, a 216 batting average. So struggling a bit. Has 8 strikeouts, doesn't strike out here, but flies this one right into the glove of Vicky Marshall for round number 2. And here's Andrea Dartboard, 9 for 31 through our recorded history, 290 average. Let's see what I can find about Bruce Hot Mike real quick. Hot Mike 7 earned runs through 17 2/3, a 3.56 ERA, a 1.8 WHIP. This one's popped into shallow right. Should end the inning, and it's caught by Deputy for out number 3, and the side is retired, and we'll go bottom 6. Vicky Marshall, Judd French, and Liam Freishek do up for the Vikings, still trailing by 1 here. Let's see, Vicky Marshall, 15 for 45 this year, a 333 batting average. She grounds this one to second in time, round number 1. Judd French coming in 12 for 36, also 333 on the year. Very interesting that 1 and 2 hitters for the Vikings hitting a perfect 1/3. And that one's a hot shot to Curtis. She takes it on the 1 hop. And that's in time for round number 2. And here's Liam Freishek. Liam Freishek, on the other hand, definitely not hitting as well. 9 for 40 this year. 225 average. 1 home run, 9 RBIs, 9 strikeouts to 5 walks. Only 1 extra base hit along with the home run. He strikes out looking and will go to the top of the 7th. Wrong fielders smelling upset once again. 7-8-9 due up here. Swinging on this there, 0-2 to Woden Wayne. Oh, ugly swing and a miss. Woden Wayne goes down swinging, goes down bad. That's a strikeout of Carl Scott. So back-to-back Ks for Hot Mike here in the 7th. Here's Boomer Lacers. He's having a nice day, 2 for 2. Oh, this one's deep into left center field. That one is gonna be gone. Boomer Lasers with a moonshot into left center and doubles up the wrong fielder's lead 2-0, 442 feet.
Now batting the second baseman, number 7.
And that one's gonna be under the glove of Bruce Hot Mike. And the inning will continue.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 18. Fake.
Grounded to short. Reed in time to first, round number 3. But the wrong fielder's another one on the board, make it a 2-0 lead going to the bottom of the 7th inning. Time starting to run thin for the Vikings.
The first baseman,
Darrell Cage locked in 76 pitches so far, only giving up 4 base runners through 6 innings here, 4 strikeouts. He's been excellent so far today. 1-2 count here to Gage Deputy. That one's a grounder to third. Dartboard, the throw in time. Darrell Cage, not quite the stellar numbers as he had last season. 13 earned through 20 innings pitched, a 5.85 ERA as that one's hit hard, and that's going to get into the gap for Kazuo Miyuki. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. A nice bounce for Scott as he gets it in there, prevents it from being a triple. But a runner on second for the Vikings here. Here's Amir Williams. That one's up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Runner's going to round third, head from home. Carl Scott doesn't have an arm. That one's not in time, and the Vikings are finally on the board. And Donnie Driver will come into pinch hit in favor of Reed. So Riley Reed's day is done, and Donnie Driver falls behind 0-2. And that's another one up the middle. That's a slow roller, and I think we're going to have ourselves a tie ball game here. And we do. The play so nice, the Vikings did it twice. They finally come awake here in the bottom of the 7th to tie things up here at 2. That's 3-0 to Nunez. That's a 4-pitch walk. First walk issued by Cage today. Never mind, I don't know what I'm talking about. 3 walks by Cage. Yuki up 0 for 2 so far. Now on a 2-2 ball game. Cage also no longer locked in. Popped up behind home plate, but it will find the netting. And this one's into left. Looks like a bomber. Special Cloverfield with the catch, and he's going to get it to second in time to double up the runner. So a huge inning drag-in special turn by the wrong fielders, but it's a tie ball game going into the 8th inning. 2-2 here, a bunch of substitutions. Nunez at second, Amir Williams at short, and Driver in left. Grim Bullock to lead things off here. He's 1 for 3. Hot Mike still on the mound. This one's hit hard into left center. That's going to get down. That's going to one-hop off the wall. And that's going to be a leadoff double for the wrong fielders. Go-ahead run in scoring position. Here for Bailey Curtis, already having an RBI on the day. One and 1 the count to Curtis. G fouls that one off, 1-2. Hit hard, but foul again. Swing and a miss. A big strikeout for Hot Mike. Brings up Chris Cloverfield. And he falls behind 0-2. Misses low and inside. Check swing there. Called the ball. 2-2 now. Swung on into right. Tracking it is Marshall. She'll make the catch for round number 2. Runner's going to tag up and advance 90 feet. So go ahead run at third here for Andrea Dartboard with 2 outs. She's 0 for 3 today. One and 1 to Dartboard. Slider nicely placed, called a strike, 1-2. Oh, strike 3 called! And that will do it. That will retire the side. Strike 3 called on the inside edge. Dartboard absolutely frozen. And we go bottom of the 8th. Cage still on the mound. Wrong fielders trying to use every bit of juice he has. 1-2 the count here to Vicky Marshall. She's 0 for 3 today as well. That one's up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Leadoff runner aboard here for the Vikings. Vikings have been living up the middle here the last couple of innings. Page staying in the game at 101 pitches. Judd French up to bat. And Judd French puts this one into left center, carrying off the base of the wall. Runner's going to round third, head for home, and the Vikings have their first lead of the game for the RBI triple from Judd French.
Now pitching, number 71.
And that will do it for Cage.
Ball inside.
In comes Cam Iconic.
That's up. No.
3-0 here to Liam Freishak, and that's a 4-pitch walk from Iconic.
Now batting.
Now we'll bring up Gage Deputy 0 for 3 today.
Number 10.
Infield is playing in,
Off the plate.
trying to knock down the run. If the ball's put into play here.
Nope, high.
2-1 here to Deputy. She's sitting at 0 for 3 so far. Iconic cannot find the zone. 3-1, and that's going to be a walk. Back-to-back walks will have the bases loaded, and that's going to be Kwai Hatmore.
Designated hitter. Number.
He started the rally off last inning, had that double that rolled all the way to the wall.
Ball inside.
And this one's hit hard and deep into right. Flurry with the pull, but it's going to be foul. 3-1 to Hatmore, nowhere to put him, and that's another walk. 3 straight walks by Iconic. A run comes home to score, and it's 4-2.
Number 21. No.
Iconic doesn't exactly have bad accuracy base stats. His accuracy is bad now. And that's going to bomber special into the gap. That's going to clear the bases, and that will be the swan song of the upset bid for the wrong fielders. As it's now 7-2.
Now back. The left fielder. Number 47.
Cam Iconic getting absolutely blasted here. Has not recorded an out, has faced 4 batters so far.
Strike. Strike.
Foul ball from Donnie Driver. Rounder, Iconic stops it. Gets to first for out number 1,
Now batting.
which will bring up Noodles Nunez.
Baseman. Number 11. Strike.
And that's under the glove of McJenkins. That's going to bring home another run, 8-2.
Now batting. The catcher. Now pitching.
And that does it for Iconic. An outing he would like to forget. This one's high and deep into left. Doesn't have enough. Caught at the warning track by Cloverfield for round number 2. That one got shotgunned. That's a home run probably in a bunch of other ballparks.
Fielder. Number 30.
2 down now here for Vicky Marshall.
Strike.
1-2.
Strike.
And strike 3 called. Marshall gets struck out looking. And we go to the top of the 9th. Wrong fielders trail now by 6.
Now batting. The right fielder. Number 11.
Bruce Hot Mike still on the mound here. First pitch swinging up the middle for Woden Wayne. He'll be aboard.
Now batting. The center fielder. Number 49.
Carl Scott 0 for 3 in tenths, but will stay in. And that's up the middle. Both these teams living up the middle these last few innings. Here's Boomer Lasers having the best day of his season as far as I can recall. 3 for 3, a home run and 2 singles. Ball's behind 0-2 here to Hot Mike. Fouls that one off. Remains 1-2. Swing and a miss. Hot Mike rings him up.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Here's Leroy McJenkins Jr. 1 for 4 today. Contact versus lefties active. Ball's behind 0-2 though.
Outside.
5 strikeouts through 3 innings for Hot Mike. That one's just going to be out of the reach of Deputy. A decent attempt at it. Another one fouled off by McJenkins. That one's tall, 2-2. As is that one. Count is full. Popped up. Infield fly is called just into the shade of grass of right field. Deputy will make the catch, round number 2, and it's up to Trudy Fruity to extend this game for the wrong fielders. She's 2 for 4 today. And takes another strike, 0-2. Couple balls, 2-2 now. Count once again full. Grounder to third, under the glove. Throw is not going to be in time, and the bases will be loaded. And here's Grim Bullock. Bruce Hot Mike will be done. In comes Joe Butts to try and get the last out of the game. That's a 3-0 count to Bullock. Finally finds his own there. And that curveball drops nicely in the zone. The count is full. Swing and a miss! Back-to-back-to-back curveballs. And Joe Butts gets the strikeout to end the game, coming back from 3-0 down. Could have made things interesting there if he'd walked a run in. But the Vikings survive the upset bid, 8-2 here. Only 9 hits on the game compared to the wrong fielders' 14. A lot of walks for the wrong issued by the wrong fielders. That evens it up, but still not quite. 8 strikeouts by the wrong fielders, 14 hits, 3 from Fruity, 3 from Lasers. Some spattered across there. 3 hits for Amir Williams today. A few others around. Loss is going to go to Cage, giving up 4 through 7. Iconic being no help, 4 through 1 out. And Cook getting the final 2 outs. Hot Mike will get the win, 1 earned through 3 1/3. Chestnut 1 earned through 5 1/3. And Butts getting that final out. Your MVP will be Amir Williams with Boomer Lasers and Judd French falling right behind him. So the Vikings survive the upset bid, advance to 6-5 on the season. And we go into game number 2. It's going to be Knights and Walkers. Let's see here. We need to go to Motor Yard. Let's see, what game are the Knights on? I can find my schedule. Okay. Knights are playing game number 11, so they need their number 3, which is Shep Franks. And for the Walkers, they are on game 11 as well, so they need their number 3 as well, which is Chris Slump. All right, here we go. Game number 2. Another big one in this logjam. That is the Heroic Conference wildcard race. Knights coming in at 6-4. Walkers right behind them at 5-5. Now a half game back. Well, actually, now a half game back of the Vikings, who just won that last game. Let's see if I can get this update in live. That was 8-2 Vikings. 2-2 the count here to Levi Booth. Swung on, grounded up the middle. Crew Hart covers in time, gets to first round number 1.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 97.
Wrong fielders have now given up 103 runs this season. Hard hit ball, but foul. And that's going to be a strikeout for Slump.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 21.
And that's popped up behind home plate, and that will be a 1-2-3 inning for Slump, and we'll go bottom of the first. Morgoon, Botley, and Crew Hart due up for the Walkers.
Now batting, the left fielder, number
So let's see, Moonshots, Lumberjacks, Moonshots still 1 and 2. Knights would be 3, just barely. Gauchos with 4, and then with Vikings right behind them at 5 now. And then Walkers move to 6.
now batting, the second baseman,
So a lot of different permutations could come here. The Lost, Walkers, and Dragons would be tied at 5 and 6. And then Knights would go to 7 and 4 and regain the 4 seed. Runner aboard here.
now batting, the shortstop,
And here's Crew Hart. 1 on, 1 out. Let me see if I can reset the stats. Hit and run was on, but this one's popped up into shallow left field. It will be Rock back, making the catch for round number 2.
now batting, the right fielder, number 13.
Runner successfully steals second here for George Pierre. Going for third. Throw is not in time. So runner at third. Morgoon speeding around the bases. Don't think you can steal home in this game. Strike 3. Swing and a miss from Pierre. And the side is retired. We'll go top of the second. Weiss Ding Dong and Shaz Leathers up for the Knights.
The third baseman, number
All right, Chris Slump. This season, not fantastic numbers through what I have recorded so far. 9 earned through 7 in the third. That's an 11.05 ERA with a 2.45 whip, 12 hits, along with 6 walks, only 3 strikeouts. Ding Dong in his season back to his OG team has gone pretty well. Another batter hitting a perfect 1/3, 11 for 33 this year. And he will take a walk,
now batting,
which will bring up Shaz Leathers.
number 25.
Leathers hitting a bit below 1/3, 11 for 37. Swing and a miss there, and a gun from Bob Elf from behind home plate. 2 down now. Good throw by Elf. This one's a grounder to Barker. Yes, Marge drafts and Dragons want the Knights to win. That is most assuredly correct.
First baseman, number 32.
To the bottom of the second, Kip Shaw, first pitch swinging in foul territory. Shaz Leathers looks like he's under it, and he'll make the catch for round number 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 34.
This one's a grounder to Rock back. He gets it to in time for round number 2. Mojo boost for Franks. Let's see if I can get to Franks before the inning ends. Shep Franks, also not a great stat line. An 8.1 ERA, 9 earned through 10 innings. But he catches that 1-2-3 inning into the third. We go. Nothing doing so far from both teams. 7-8-9 due up for the Knights here.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 2.
Andy Gibbons going to get this one down into the gap. That's going to roll under the glove of Morgoon in left, and that's going to be a leadoff double for Andy Gibbons, his third double. Well, I shouldn't say that since I don't have
Now batting, the shortstop,
everything recorded, but another double on the season for him. He's got at least 3, I guess I could say. Which brings up Rockback. Rockback hits that hard, but foul. Rockback 10 for 32 on the season. That one's back to the mound. Slump goes to first for 1. Allows Gibbon to get back to second. He could have had Gibbon in a rundown, it seems, but chooses to get the surefire out. So runner's still in scoring position now for Vinny Bates. Oh, Vinny Bates, 3 for 27 this season. Yikes. One of those was a home run. Everything else are singles. 6 strikeouts for him this year. That one's just in front of home plate, and Bob Elf will go to third this time. And Gibbon will not be Lucky's second time around, as he is in a rundown and will finally be tagged out here by Crew Hart for out number 2. And that's bringing us to the back to the top of the order here with Levi Booth. Levi Booth putting up some pretty serious numbers this season. 440. Oh, a great snag by Archie Barker at the hot corner for out number 3. A good play by Barker. Most likely saves a run. And we go to the bottom of the third. A fantastic snag by Barker. And here's Bobby Boucher to lead things off in the home half of the third. Shep Franks locked in. 2 innings pitched, a walk and 2 strikeouts so far. That one's a soft liner to Weist. And now Bob Elf up. Elf 9 for 25. Into left. Tracking that one is Duke Town, and he makes the catch. And here we go back to the top of the order. The only man to reach so far for the Walkers, Morgoon. Did make his way all the way to third before the inning was over. 1-2 the count to Morgoon. Morgoon not having the greatest seasons. 5 for 31 on the year. And he strikes out looking. And we go to the top of the fourth. 2-3-4 due up for the Knights here. Duke Town to lead things off. Duke Town 5 for 32 this year. 156. 1 home run, 5 RBIs, 10 walks, 9 strikeouts. And a lot of those are probably due from that trade right there, Whiffer. But will defeat Whiffer as he grounds that one up the middle for a base hit. Leadoff runner aboard here for the Knights to start off the fourth. Here's Dave Sacred. And Dave Sacred up the middle under the legs of Chris Slump. That's back-to-back singles for the Knights. They've got something brewing here in the top of the fourth inning. It's been an up-the-middle fest so far tonight. Both runners going. Hit and run is on, but that one is a pop out into center. Boucher makes the catch. Both runners retreat. And here is Ding Dong once again. That one's a line shot to Botley. Caught for out number 2. Runners get back in time to avoid getting doubled up. One of those things I wouldn't believe it unless I saw it myself. Now it's a slow grounder, though, through the left side of the infield. The run's going to come home to score, and the Knights take an early lead. A slow roller. No one could get to it in time, and the Knights are on the board. This one's popped up into center field. Tracking it is Boucher. He'll make the catch for out number 3, but not before the Knights score the first run of the game. Go up 1-0 here, going to the bottom of the fourth. But as I was about to say, Walker's coming to this game the fifth best team in average, hitting .309. Knights coming in 12th at 280, 281. To be really honest. And the Walkers' third best in team ERA. That doesn't sound completely right. I wonder if I have something messed up somewhere. But I'll trust that for now. This one's hit high and deep, but I think a way too tall. As Levi Booth will make the catch for round number 2. I mean, I guess the Walkers haven't exactly gotten blown out too many times. They've got a 12-run game and 11-run game allowed. And that's going to be a 1-2-3 inning for Shep Franks. That's a strange one. I'm not sure how much I trust that one.
The shortstop, number 33.
Rounded to short, Crew hard up with it in time for round number 1.
Now batting, the catcher,
Oh, not that.
13.
Grounder to second, Botley in time for round number 2. And that brings us back to the top of the order. Levi Booth, 0 for 2 so far. First pitch swing fouls that one off. Popped up. Barker under it, and he'll make the catch for round number 3. We'll go bottom of the 5th, still a 1-0 game here. Shaw, Chernley, and Barker due up for the Walkers.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 32.
1-2 the count here to Shaw. As he's playing out the last stages of his career. Floats this one into left center, and that will get down for a Bomber special. Leadoff runner aboard for the Walkers.
Hitter, number 34.
Brings us back to Severus Chernley. 2-0 to him. That's going to be a 4-pitch walk, so 2 aboard now for the Walkers.
Now batting,
See if they get their offense brewing here in the home half of the 5th. 2 on, nobody out here for Archie Barker. Looking to take advantage of things here. 9 for 20 so far this season. Curveball in there, 1-2 the count. Fouls that one off. Swing and a miss. A big first out for Franks. His 4th strikeout of the game. Brings us to Bobby Boucher. 12 for 25 for him this season. Two and 2 the count. Oh, strike 3. Call the curveball. Back-to-back strikeouts for Franks. And it's up to Bob Elf not to squander this opportunity. Swing and a miss there. 1-2 now to Elf. Popped him up. It's going to stay in the infield. And Dave Sacred will make the catch round number 3. Walkers leave the first two leadoff men stranded, and we go to the top of the sixth. Big jam to get out of for Shep Franks there. Dutan was able to beat Whiffer last time, but won't be as lucky the second time around as Slump gets a strikeout. His second of the game, he's locked in. Here's Dave Sacred, 1 for 2 so far. Grounded to first, Shaw up with it. Will step on the bag himself for out number 2. I'll bring up Kenya Weist. Kenya Weist, 6 for 37 this year. Not having a great season, but we'll get this one over the head of Crewhart. That's going to be into the gap. That's going to roll around for extra bases.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 33.
And here's Ding Dong with that runner in scoring position now. And that's going to be up the middle. That's going to one hop to Boucher. Boucher is going to throw home. The throw is going to prevent the runner from going. He thought better of it, went back to third. I can't say as I've seen that too many times in this game. And that's grounded to short. Crewhart will throw to first in time for out number 3, and 2 runners are stranded. Thanks to the strong throw by Boucher that prevented the runners or changed the mind of the runners, I should at least say. And we'll go bottom of the sixth, still 1-0. Dinklage Morgoon to lead things off. This one's a flare to second. Sacred makes the catch for number 1. Benjamin Botley, 0 for 2 so far. Botley pops this one up to second again. Sacred making another catch for number 2. Hard hit ball by Hart, but fouls it off. 2-1 the count. Hart is going to put this one into the gap. That's going to skip off the grass into the outfield wall. He's headed for second. That's going to be a 2-out double for Crewhart. And here's George Pierre. A chance to tie this up with a base hit. And he gets this one up the middle. Levi Booth charging it. He doesn't have a strong arm, and it's a bit of an errant throw. Shaz Letters will cut it off, and we've got ourselves a tie ball game. RBI single for George Pierre, and it's tied up at 1. So a brand new ball game, 1 apiece now. Here's Kip Shaw. Kip Shaw falls behind 0-2. Shep Franks still locked in, though. That's a hard hit ball through the right side of the infield. That's going to put 2 aboard with 2 out here for the Walkers. Still in the bottom of the 6th here. That's going to bring up Severus Chernley. Pressure's all the way up. Shep Franks no longer locked in now. Chernley swings at the first pitch, pops it up into the shallow center field. And Rockback will be under it to make the catch for round number 3. But the game is tied now at 1 apiece as we head into the back third of this game. 1-1. Andy Gibbon, Rockback, and Vinny Bates do up for the Knights here. One and 1 the count here to Gibbon. Swings through that one, 1-2. And this is just wide. That one's inside. The count is full. Grounder to second. Botley up with it in time for round number 1. Mojo boost for Slump. He'll be locked in now. Face off against Rockback. 0 for 2 so far. Grounder to short. Crewhart in time for round number 2. And here's Vinny Bates. And that one's a grounder back to Slump. Easy 1, 2, 3 inning for the Walkers defensively, and we go bottom of the 7th here. Barker, Boucher, and Elf a combined 0 for 6 so far with 2 strikeouts. See if the Walkers can get some help from this bottom half of the lineup here. Frank's back to locked in. Bit of the pitching battle we've got so far, as this one's popped up into right center, but Dave Sacred will be the man catching it for round number 1. And Bobby Boucher will be lifted in favor of Milo Dakota. Milo Dakota mainly coming off the bench this year, but having a nice season doing so. 5 for 11, but will make that 5 for 12 as he fouls that one out to Bates for out number 2. And I'll bring up Bob Elf. His first pitch strike on, a nice curveball. Screwball misses. That curveball is returned up the middle for Elf, a 2-out single for him. That will reset the lineup back to the top of the order. Here will come Jadinkledge Morgoon. 0 for 2 with a walk so far. Morgoon actually will get pulled in favor of Wingspan Wackett. Walker's looking to try and get that power at the plate, see if they can go ahead here with one swing of the bat. Elf not the fastest man alive, but fast enough for a catcher. Fouled back by Wackett. 1-2 the count. Wackett grounds that one to third. Kenya Weiss with the throw in time for round number 3. And we'll go to the top of the 8th, still tied at 1 apiece. Top of the order due up for the Knights. A combined 2 for 9 so far. Lead by Booth and 0-4 so far. Dakota now in left. Wackett at first. And Shaw returning to center. 1-1 here to Booth. Facing off against the locked-in slump. This one's into center. Shaw charges in to make the catch for round number 1. Duketown 1 for 3. Quick 2-0 count here to Duketown. 3-0. Slump finds his own there. But will miss on the next pitch, and that will be a walk to Duketown. We'll go ahead, run aboard for the Knights here, and Dave Sacred up to bat 1 for 3. As that contact versus righties, grounder to Crewhart. He goes to second for 1, to first for the Dragon Special. A huge play by Crewhart. 6-4-3 go the Walkers, and we head to the bottom of the 8th. Botley, Hart, and Pierre due up here. Botley 0 for 3 so far. Shep Franks 95 pitches as he starts the 8th. Grounded to short, rock back. Easy play for round number 1. A pitching duel indeed. Both pitchers doing their best. Curveball in there, 0-2. Shep Franks has lived off the curveball and gets Crewhart to strike out, swinging off another one. And here is George Pierre, 1 for 3, had the RBI single that tied us up. That had in the count 2-1. Curveball misses this time, 3-1. Fastball in the zone, the count is full. Swing and a miss! Another strikeout for Franks, and we go to the 9th inning tied at 1 apiece. Kenya Weiss, Ding Dong, and Shaz Leathers do it for the Knights. And Slump will start the 9th inning at 89 pitches here. Can he go the full 9? A slow grounder to second. Botley gets the first in time for round number 1. Here is Ding Dong, 1 for 2, a double and a walk. The pressure is mounting here. Slump still locked in. A nice curveball. This one's hit high and deep. Ding Dong into left field. At the wall. It's gone! Over the head of Jadinkledge Morgoon, and Ding Dong has put the Knights up 2-1 here in the top of the 9th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Napao pitching.
And that will do it for Slump. Faced one batter too many. And it's a 3-0 count from Tamayo to Leathers, and Leathers will take a 4-pitch walk.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 2.
Here comes Andy Gibbon, 1 for 3. Oh, almost beamed him. That's 6 straight balls for Tamayo. Finally finds his own there. Runners going, and this one's hit high and deep. Tracking back at the wall is George Pierre. It's off the top of the wall, and another run will come home to score. It's 3-1 Knights.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 33.
And up comes Rock back. Only one out here in the top of the 9th. Runner at second. Oh, strike 3 called, and Rock back is rung up there. And here's Vinny Bates. 0 for 3 so far today. First pitch swinging, flies this one into right. And George Pierre is there to make the catch for out number 3. And it will be a 2-run deficit the Walkers will face here in the bottom of the 9th. Middle of the order to appear Shaw, Chernley, and Barker. 2 to extend, 3 to win. And Shep Franks will get pulled in favor of Noel Newman. Lefty on lefty here. 2-1 the count here from Newman. Popped it up behind home plate. It's going to stay in play. Vinny Bates will make the catch, round number 1. Here's Severus Chernley, and he will stay in the game. The Walkers don't have much left on the bench, but I know they still have Eddie Ortiz and someone else, but that's a grounded to second. Dave Sacred in time for out number 2, and the Walkers are down to their final out, and it's Archie Barker. He's 0 for 3. Two and 1 the count. That one's down, 3-1. And the count will be full. Pitch swung on. Oh, Dave Sacred couldn't corral it, and it's going to trickle into right, and that'll be a base hit. And it's one swing baseball now for Milo Dakota. That's hit hard. Oh, and it's off the glove of Kenya Weast, and it's going to trickle into foul territory. That's going to put runners at the corners now. One swing will win it for the Walkers. And here's Bob Elf. And actually, it'll be Eddie Ortiz, the veteran, coming in here. Can he deliver Walkers a clutch win? 2 on, 2 out here. 1-1 the count. Eddie Ortiz puts this one down into right. It's going to be a base hit, and it's 3-2. Tying run at second. And it's Wingspan Wackett. Wackett swings at that one. Big hit, but foul. Another one foul. It's a 1-2 count to Wackett. Swing and a miss! And the Knights survive! Three to 2, the Knights survive here in Game 2 of Week 9 of day number 1. 3-2 here at Motor Yard. 8 hits for the Knights, 2 from Ding Dong, and 2 from Andy Gibbon. Ding Dong with the go-ahead, or that was the go-ahead home run. Or no. Yeah, it was. Well, I don't remember at this point. My brain. 8 strikeouts for the Walkers tonight. 2 from Pierre. Some scramble around. Also 8 hits for the Walkers. Shep Franks gets the win? How does he get the win? Because they didn't go ahead until after he pitched. He never pitched with the lead. I thought you had to pitch with the lead to get the win. Anyway, well, Shep Franks gets the win. Only 1 earned through 8, and Newman with the save, 1 earned through 1. Slump gets the hard luck loss to... Yeah, that was the go-ahead home run because it was on Slump. 2 earned through 8 1/3. That unfortunate home run into Mayo. Another one through 2 outs. Your MVP is Shep Franks, followed by Ding Dong and Chris Slump. I'll get game number 3 situated here. We'll see how that affects the heroic playoff picture, as this one is a big one for the epic playoff picture. Cyclones currently in the 6th seed. Serpents the 7 right now on the outside looking in. So a huge game, major implications in the epic. Just need to remember the alphabet here. That's not the right team. Oh. Serpents and Cyclones. And we need to go to Sakura. We'll have our evening game. I need to make sure the Serpents lineup is correct. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeti in center with McLarchu to catcher, Pizza, Briggs right, Hart short, Walker third, Morrison at second, Zimbabwe the DH at Caramel Apple at left. Perfect. And then let's see what game number we've got for the Serpents. This is game number 11 for them as well, and it's also game number 11 for the Cyclones, so both will be throwing their number 3 pitcher. Ooh, okay, I did make that change. Okay, Raul Gillette came over in the trade with the High Rollers. Pamela Green as well for, what was her name? Carlita Beltran, that's it. So let me make sure I've got the right SPs and Green, Strongman, Day, and Bayfun. Perfect. So that's good for them. And then the number 3 for the Cyclones, is that Helix? It's Morello. All right, here we go. Game number 3, a huge one in the Epic Conference. Serpents win their it will make a tie for the 6th seed at 5-6. Cyclones win. The Serpents are in deep trouble trying to make the playoffs. There we go. We're due for another good one. All of them have been good ones so far.
Number 7.
And Yeti Olsen starts things off, putting this one into right center. Tracking back is Mitchell O'Brien. It's over the wall. It's gone! Yeti Olsen leads things off with a solo shot into right center. 401 feet. And the Serpents strike as early as you possibly can.
Now batting, the catcher, number 24.
And Big McLarge tattoos that one into the left center gap. He's going to have himself at least a double. So another one already in scoring position. The Serpents looking like they mean business here early.
Number 5.
And Pizza puts this one down into right. He's going to round third, head for home. The throw from right field is in time. Holy cow, Mitchell O'Brien guns down Big McLarge huge. Holy cow, we've got a lot of things going on here early. Runners going, the throw from Diligence is going to be in time. Pizza gets run down. And 2 away now all of a sudden for the Serpents here at the top of the 1st inning. Here's Jerry Briggs. We're going all over the place here early. That'll be a walk to Briggs. Not a great start for Morello here, and especially considering what the Cyclones have in their bullpen. It's not the recipe for success, in my opinion. Another runner going, but the throw from Diligence is not good enough to get the runner this time, so he'll take second easily. Here's Kari Hartz. I don't know how to say her first name. I know it's a reference to something. Is it like Kingdom Hearts or something? I think Squared made her. She'll foul this one off. Has a 2-2 count here. That one's low. Full count here. Composed for Morello. And gets her to pop it up into center field. A very jam-packed top of the first will come to an end. Only one run for the Serpents, though. The solo shot by Yeti Olsen. And we'll head to the bottom of the first. Hugh George III to lead things off. Crazy, crazy, crazy things have happened here. So the Cyclones were on a 3-game winning streak and had massive wins, giving the Lumberjacks their first loss, 18-7, and then coming right back the next day to defeat the Angels 19-2, but then promptly lost to the Stingers 12-1. And I said it earlier in the season, the Cyclones can just as easily beat someone by a lot, but you could just as easily believe they would lose to by someone a lot. And I was one of the few things that I was proven right in something on, apart from the Vikings in Season 5. Runner will advance to second on a slow ground out to second. It's going to bring up Sebastian Angelo. Raul Gillette making what I would assume is his first ever career start. I think he's been a long-time reliever I think he's always been a reliever since he started with the High Rollers organization. He's been a OG player for them. Bit of an interesting decision by the Serpents selecting him, as he has not been the greatest of pitchers, especially considering his lack of accuracy. But so far, so good here. Me add in High Rollers here real quick. See if I can find Raul Gillette's numbers here. So he hasn't made that many appearances, but 7 earned through 6 innings. This one's a floater into left center, but Caramel Apple is too fast, and she tracks that one down for out number 3, and the side is retired. We'll go to the top of the second, 1-0 here. Finish it off here. Raul Gillette, 6 innings pitched, 7 earned runs, 7 hits, 7 walks, 4 strikeouts, a 10.5 ERA, and a 2.33 whip. Alfred Walker up here. Two and 1 the count. See if Composed can make a difference, as she does get a strike there. Fouls that off. But we'll end up walking another batter. I wonder, whenever that new patch comes out, I don't know exactly when, it's been a while, if Composed will be more useful. From the way they describe the changes they want to make, I feel like it should, but who knows if it will. This one's hit hard into left, but right to Hugh George for number 1. So let's see. I think after those 2 games in the Heroic Conference, the playoff picture remains basically the same. Lumberjacks at 1, Moonshots at 2, Knights stay 3 at 7-4. Then 4. I mean, technically the 4 seed, I think you can make an argument, is tied between the Vikings and the Gauchos. I mean, they're both like 1 game above 500. Gauchos 7-6, Vikings 6-5. I guess you could say the tiebreaker in that case would go to the Gauchos. They won the head-to-head battle. 2 on, only 1 out here for Caramel Apple. A lineup change for the Serpents. They've reshuffled things, and so far it's paying dividends. 1 and 2 here to Apple. Goes from the leadoff hitter to number 9 hitter. Fouls off another, still 1 and 2. Swing and a miss! A strikeout of Apple. But Walker's Dragons and Overdrafts now tied at 5 and 6. And this one's a fly out to right. Mitchell O'Brien will make the catch for round number 3. So Serpents leave a couple stranded as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Lames, O'Brien, and County due up.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 19.
So actually, Vikings move up to the 5 spot, and then the 6 spot is a tie between everybody. Overdrafts, Walkers, Dragons. That's going to be a walk to Jabron Lames to start off the home half of the second, which will bring up Mitchell O'Brien.
Number 64.
Let's see if I can read off some stats here. Mitchell O'Brien having a nice rookie season, 11 for 32, hitting .343, 3 home runs, 10 RBIs, 8 walks, 4 strikeouts, but that's a grounder to Pete Zaw. He throws to the second for 1, in time to first for the Dragons special, a 3-6-3 double play.
Number 29.
Swing and a miss. Jet County goes down swinging, and we go to the top of the third. McLarchute, Zaw, and Briggs do up here.
Now batting, the catcher, number 24.
Let's see, Big McLarchute. I feel like he's having a nice season as he gets that one through the left side. That's going to get down for a leadoff single. Coming into so far, 10 for 24, a .416 average.
Baseman, number 5.
Pete Zaw not having any kind of sophomore slump, hitting 8 for 25. 3 home runs, 11 RBIs. Runner going for second, and another caught stealing for Jerome Diligence. That's a hard grounder to second. Fat Hughes snags it, gets first in time for out number 2. Quite a few gun downs for the Cyclones here, keeping them in this game. 2 caught stealings for Diligence, and then Mitchell O'Brien gunning down Big McLarchute at the plate. So the Cyclones' defense, of all things, keeping them in this game so far early. 2-2 count here to Jerry Briggs. He breaks his bat, fouling that one off. And another one's fouled off. Morello already up to 55 pitches here as the third inning is concluded with a ground out, second to first for round number 3, and we'll head to the bottom of the third inning. Fat Hugh, Jerome Diligence, and Hugh George due up for the Cyclones.
The second baseman, number 66.
Raul Gillette through 2 innings, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts so far. Fat Hugh up to bat as he fouls that one off. Fat Hugh, 13 for 35 this year. 371, 13 RBIs, but no home runs. Some crazy numbers there as the count runs full. And that one just misses low, and Fat Hugh has a leadoff walk,
Now batting,
which will bring up Jerome Diligence.
number 10.
9 for 35 this year. Jerome Diligence locked in with his caught stealings. See what kind of difference that can make in this game. 3-1 the count to Diligence. That one finds zone. The count is full once again for Gillette. And gets Diligence to pop this one up behind home plate. McLarchute is there. And he'll make the catch for round number 1.
Now
Brings us back to the top of the order. Here's Hugh George, the third. Is his eyes closed in that picture, or he's just like... And that's going to be an easy gun for Big McLarchute. Hit and run was on, but Hugh George came nowhere close to making contact with that ball. They'll replace the base runner with a single in to center. But now 2 down here.
the shortstop, number 7.
Rounder to short. Oh, Corey Hartz can't scoop it up. She knocks it down, but it'll be an infield single to bring up Sebastian Angelo.
Number 20.
Here's Sebastian Angelo, 0 for 1. A chance to tie things up with a base hit here. Some good speed on second. 2-1 the count here from Gillette. Pitch count starting to rack up. He's at 60 now. And that's going to be a walk. That's going to load the bases. And it'll be none other than Doug Kelly up to bat here. A very dangerous man, but only hitting 8. Well, I say only 8 for 27 this year. 296. 3 home runs, 9 RBIs, 15 walks on the season. And that's a grounder to first. Pete Zaw will step on the back himself for out number 3. And Raul Gillette gets out of a huge jam as we go to the top of the 4th. Bases loaded, and Doug Kelly could not convert. Hearts to lead things off here in the top of the 4th inning. 0 for 1 so far. Hearts gets jammed, pops it up, will stay in the infield. It'll be Doug Kelly, Jet County, excuse me, making the catch round number 1. Alfred Walker up now. Morello has calmed down a bit since that first inning. Both starting pitchers already in the 60-plus pitch range, though. So this will be a battle of bullpens as we go into the middle to late stages of this one. Quick 2 outs, though. Here's Leon Morrison. That's a slow grounder to second. Fat Hugh will complete the 1-2-3 inning, and will head to the bottom of the 4th. Jabron Lanes, Mitchell O'Brien, and Jet County do it for the Cyclones here. Still trailing by 1. All 3 of these games so far have been a one-run game throughout the first 6-7 innings. We've seen some good pitching duels so far in early games. Here in week 9. Gillette with a 3-1 count here to Lames. He's already walked once and will walk a second time. I wonder how much longer Gillette will stay in there, as he's starting to wear down at 70 pitches, already with 5 walks so far on the evening. Two and 1 count to O'Brien. 3-1. And that one just misses a bit wide. Walk number 6 from Gillette. And that's going to put 2 aboard here for Jet County. Jet County 10 for 25 this year. 2 home runs, 9 RBIs, 8 walks, 4 strikeouts. 1-1 the count to County. Oh, couldn't quite time that one up. Fouls it off. 1-2 the count. That one's ball. 2-2. Hit on, jammed him. Floater to second, caught by Morrison for out number 1. A huge first out, and Gillette's day is done. In comes Doug Day in relief. So let's take a look at Doug Day here. Only 3 2/3 innings pitched so far this season, but 7 earned runs, a 17.1 ERA. 5 hits, 5 walks, only 2 strikeouts. Fat Hugh on up here. Another chance for the Cyclones. They were turned away with the bases loaded last inning. Can't do that again here. The slow grounder to Hart. She goes to second for 1. Morrison does have enough arm to turn to as a slow developing play. So runners will be at the corners here for Jerome Diligence with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Still a 1-run game. .3-0 to Diligence. That one finds the bottom of the zone. 3-1. Day battled back here to a full count. The payoff pitch is in there. Strike 3 called. Diligence doesn't even swing. And we go to the top of the 5th. Cyclones leave 2 on again. 5 runners stranded over the last 2 innings. Remains a 1-0 game. Zimbabwe up here to start off the top of the 5th. Grounder back to Morello. She's up with it in time at first, round number 1. Brings up Caramel Apple. She's going to single up the middle under the legs of Morello.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Which brings up Yeti Olsen, the difference of this game so far. And he will single through the left side of the infield. Back-to-back singles for the Serpents. They got 2 aboard here with only 1 out.
Now batting,
Here's Big McLarchuge, a double and a single so far. A bit of an early cycle watch here. I think he does have the speed for a triple. Runners going for third. Oh, Caramel Apple just under the tag from County. And both runners in scoring position now. Wonder if they might just intentionally walk McLarchuge now to get the force out at every base. McLarchuge will end up walking to load the bases to bring up Pete Za, the reigning heroic, epic rookie of the year. And they will go to the bullpen and bring out Donald McDonaldson to face off against Pete Za here. Pete Za with a grounder to second. It's too slow of a developing play, and Fat Hugh can only go to first, round number 2. A run will score, makes it a 2-0 game for the Serpents. Jerry Briggs fouls that one off, makes an 0-2 count. And strike 3 called. McDonaldson rings up Briggs. The Serpents do scratch another run across, makes it a 2-0 ball game going into the home half. Top of the order for the Cyclones here. They've squandered a couple opportunities so far in this one and are paying the price for it here in a 2-0 ball game here in the bottom of the 5th. That's a fly out to Briggs for round number 1. Timberwoods up now, 1 for 2 today. Number 2-2 the count to Timberwoods. Woods under the glove of Day, but Hartz is able to recover and get there. The throw in time. Round number 2, a good play by Hartz, a strong arm her. A solid throw gets the runner, and it's 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th for Sebastian Angelo. Two and 1 the count to Angelo. 3-1. And that will be a walk for Angelo. And once again, Doug Kelly is up here.
number 14.
He grounded out with the bases loaded back in the 3rd inning. Hits this one hard, but foul, makes it a 2-2 count here. The pitch from Doug Day. Up the middle, and Hartz is able to snag that for round number 3. And we go to the top of the 6th, still 2-0 in favor of the Serpents. Hartz to lead things off 0 for 2. Donaldson still on the mound. That one's going to be fouled off. 1-2 the count will be. Curveball misses. That's going to be a slow grounder. Kelly gets it there. The throw to McDonaldson in time for round number 1. To Alfred Walker we go. Takes the first pitch strike. And Walker puts this one into right center, but Jabron Lanes will make the catch for round number 2.
The second baseman, number 17.
0-2 to Leon Morrison, and he grounds this one under the glove of Doug Kelly at first, and he'll have a 2-out single.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
And here's Zimbabwe. Up the middle, Fat Hugh ranges over, gets the throw in time for round number 3. And we'll go bottom of the 6th, still 2-0 in favor of the Serpents. 5, 6, 7 do it for the Cyclones here. Once again, the Cyclones defense, of all things, is keeping them in this game. Can the offense wake up? And that's going to get down. That's going to be a leadoff single. Jerry Briggs on nice play to cut that off before it becomes extra bases for Jabron Lames, but a leadoff runner is aboard here for Mitchell O'Brien now. A very good play, as that looked like that might get under the glove of Briggs and Wright. Balls like that usually do in this game, but excellent play. A grounder to second. Morrison goes to second, will get the runner, but can't get O'Brien back at first, so that's a fielder's choice. O'Brien will be at first here for Jet County, 0 for 2. Doug Day so far through 2 innings, a hit, a walk, and a strikeout. 1-1 count here to Jet County. That runs inside, a changeup. That one's fouled off, 2-2 now. Runner's going, that one is high, the throw is in time! Another caught stealing for Big McLarchuge, both catchers with 2 apiece. And Jet County walks anyway. So a bit of misguided base running, and that will do it for Doug Day. In comes the old man, Sammy Green. Trying to close this one out for the Serpents, trying to get them back in the playoff picture. The throw is not in time. This time, Jet County is successful. He's in scoring position now for Fat Hugh. Swing and a miss there. 2-1 the count for Hugh. Another swing and a miss there. 2-2. Popped it up into left center. And it will be Yeti Olson calling off Apple to make the catch for round number 3. And we'll head to the top of the 7th, still 2-0. Apple, Olson, and Big McLarchuge do up for the Serpents.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 15.
Apple first pitch swinging, fouls that one off. Popped up into center field. Fat Heel will make the catch, round number 1. Here's Yeti Olson. He's having a good day as the leadoff hitter now for the Serpents. 2 for 3, a home run and a single. He's locked in and is going to put another one up the middle. A base hit for him, his 3rd hit of the game. And here's Big McLarchuge, these leadoff batters for the Serpents. Absolutely putting in work. Big McLarchuge 2 for 2 today with the walk. He's locked in. Double and a single. Falls behind here, 0-2 to McDonaldson. That one's going to be just fouled down the third base line. Couple pitches missed from McDonaldson, 2-2. Rounder up the middle, McDonaldson snags it to second for 1, to first for the Dragons special. And we'll go to the bottom of the 7th inning. 9-1-2 do it for the Cyclones here. Time running thin. Diligence 0 for 2, couldn't take advantage of being locked in earlier through the caught stealings. He's back down to neutral and will pop up here into left. Looks like Apple will make the play for out number 1. Diligence goes down to 0 for 3 today, and we'll go back to the top of the order. Here's Hugh George, 1 for 2 with a walk. One and 2 the count here to Hugh George. And it's going to be a full count here. The payoff pitch from Green is inside, and Hugh George will take first. And that will bring up Timber Woods. And scratch that. In will come Caleb Halford to pinch hit. And that one's in the dirt. Runner will take second. So a runner in scoring position now for Caleb Halford. Way out in front of that one, 1-1. 1-2 now. Halford fouls that one off. That one's outside, 2-2. Green checks on Hugh George, but he's back in time. Swung on, that's over the head of Pete Zaw. He made a dive for it, didn't come up with it, and that's going to put runners at the corners. A bit of a floater. The Serpents were protecting the lines. And Pizza couldn't come up with it. Now base running is Daydream Fever. Runners at the corners now, 1 out, and here's Sebastian Angelo. And Angelo gets jammed, pops this one up, stays in the infield. Sammy Green will take it himself for out number 2, a huge second out. And here is Doug Kelly once again. He has had several opportunities today, has come up empty in all of them. Hits this one into left. That one's going to get down in front of Caramel Apple. 1 run will come to score. It's 2-1. Doug Kelly finally comes through for the Cyclones. Cuts the lead in half, or cuts the deficit in half. However you want to say it. 2 on, 2 out here for Jabron Lames now. And Jabron Lames through the right side of the infield. A slow roller to Briggs. Runner's going to round third, head from home. The throw from Briggs is not in time. And the Cyclones have tied it up at 2 apiece. And here's Mitchell O'Brien. Runners back on the corners, but O'Brien is tense. 0 for 2 today with the walk. 2 ugly swings from O'Brien. He's all behind 0-2. Oh, another ugly swing there. Absolutely no clue what Green was throwing him there, and he gets struck out easily. But we go to the top of the 8, tied at 2 apiece. Pete Zaw to lead things off. Daydream Fever, though, in defensively at shortstop, not the greatest of options. She has next to no defense, I think. That's a grounder to first. Doug Kelly with a great dive inside the bag to make the stop to get it to the covering McDonaldson in time for round number 1. The Cyclones defense putting on a show today. This one's popped up behind home plate. It looks like it's going to stay in play, and Jerome Dillingham will make the catch for round number 2. And here is Hart. She's 0 for 3. Apart from what I've recorded stat-wise, I don't know if she's made another appearance. I have her as 0 for 4 so far this season, so potentially still looking for that first ever career hit. She pops this one into left. It's got Bomber Special written on it, but Hugh George is able to make the play for round number 3. And we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. 7-8-9 due up for the Cyclones here, and a tie 2-2 ball game. Chet County to lead things off, 0 for 2 today. With a walk, Sammy Green starting off the bottom of the 8th tense. 1 1/3 innings pitched so far, 3 hits, a walk, 2 earned, and a strikeout. A 3-0 count to County, and that will be a 4-pitch walk from Green. Now bring up Fat Hugh. He's 0 for 2 today. Pressure is all the way up here for Green. Green checks on County. He's back in time. That one's fouled off. 2-1 here to Fat Hugh. Huge playoff implications in this game here, as the Cyclones are trying to stay in sole possession of the 6th seed in the Epic. They'll have 2 runners aboard here for Jerome Dillingham. 0 for 3 today. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th. The pressure is all the way up for Green. 1-1 the count. Serpents looking for a double play. 1-2 the count now to Dillingham. Dillingham through the left side of the infield. That's a slow roller to Apple. She doesn't have much of arm. Runners running third, headed home. The throw to the plate is not in time, and the Cyclones have taken the lead. The Cyclones scoring 3 unanswered, all off of Sammy Green. Lead for the first time tonight. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th. Here's Hugh George. Hugh George up the middle to Morrison. Morrison snags it. Can't get the double up at second, but just 1 out. Here's Daydream Fever. Daydream takes a first pitch strike. And another one there, 0-2 the count. And Daydream Fever deep into center field. It's over the head of Yeti Olsen, but the runners weren't going. So station to station go the Cyclones. The bases are loaded now for Sebastian Angelo. Still only 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Sammy Green tense at 50 pitches. Gotta think this might be his last batter. 3-1, nowhere to put Angelo. That one's in the zone. The count is full. The pitch from Green. popped it up into shallow center field. Olsen will make the catch. Don't think they'll try his arm. He's got a fantastic arm. Runners will stay put. And here is Doug Kelly. And out goes Sammy Green. In comes Tough Beifong. 2-0 to Kelly. Kelly puts a charge into this one, but right to Jerry Briggs in right field for out number 3. So the Cyclones leave the bases loaded, but do take the lead 3-2 going into the top of the 9th inning. Doug Kelly gets pulled defensively for Juan Minnie. Juan Minnie will go to third. Jet County will take over first. And Alfred Walker puts this one into right field, and it's gone, and we've got a tie ball game at 3 apiece. Alfred Walker, 414 feet, a no doubter. And we got ourselves a brand new ball game.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 5, pitching.
And that does it for McDonaldson. One batter too many, and in comes Nori Aru. This one's hit hard by Morrison, but foul. Aru, the long reliever. We didn't see Alfonso Sims yet. It's surprising. But we do know he's still available in the Cyclones bullpen if we go much longer here. So one out here in the top of the 9th. Zimbabwe at the plate in a 3-3 ball game now. 2-1 the count. Back to Aru. He snags that for out number 2. And here's Caramel Apple. She takes a first pitch ball on the slider and gets popped up here. This one is into shallow left center. Daydream Fever is under it. And she'll make the catch for out number 3. And we go to the bottom of the 9th in a 3-3 ball game. The Cyclones could walk it off and all but eliminate the Serpents' chances at the postseason here. Jabron Lames to lead things off. He's locked in 2 for 2 today. 2 singles, 2 walks, and an RBI. Here's Beifong, still on the mound. Got the final out of the 8th inning with the bases loaded. 2-1 the count to Jabron Lames. That one's in the zone, 2-2. That one's hard, hit hard, and that one's through the right side of the infield. The go-ahead run is on base for the Cyclones. Here's Mitchell O'Brien, 0 for 3 today, intense, but he will remain in the game to take the plate appearance. Nope. 3-0 to O'Brien. And that's a 4-pitch walk. None of those pitches were even close. Didn't even come close to the zone. To the tense O'Brien, and now facing off against Jet County. The maxed out bat, 0 for 2 today with 2 walks. He's swinging at the first pitch, fouls it off. A base hit probably wins the game for the Cyclones. Decent speed at second base. That one's through the right side, left side of the infield. It's to Apple. Apple gets it into the infield in time to prevent the runners from going, but the bases are loaded here for Fat Hugh.
Second baseman, number 66.
Fat Hugh takes the ball inside. Oh, Beifong snags that one. It's going to be a 1-2-3 double play. An amazing play by Beifong to keep the game alive for the Serpents. And that's a dribbler back to the mound. Beifong to first for out number 3. And we're going to extra innings. Tough Beifong keeping the Serpent season alive here. An amazing Dragon special turned by her, snagging that one from getting by her, keeping us alive here into the 10th inning. And who else but Yeti Olsen to lead things off here in the top of the 10th. 3 for 4 today. He's locked in. 2-1 the count. He gets popped up, though, into left center. Looks like Jabron Lames calls it off. And he makes the catch for out number 1. We still have 1 game to go, and I'm losing my voice. Big McLarchuge, 2 for 3 today. Started off strong. No longer locked in, though. Both catchers coming back down after their caught stealings. This one's in foul territory. Can Mitchell O'Brien get there in time? He can. A huge second out for the Cyclones. O'Brien catching that one in foul territory. And here's Pete Zaw. 1 for 4 today and tenths. 2-0 to Zaw. 3-0. That one finds his own. As is that, the count is full. Pete Zaw fouls that one back, and we'll live to see another pitch. That one swung on, jams him back to the mound. And Aru makes the catch for out number 3, and the Cyclones have another chance to walk things off in the bottom of the 10th. They've got the top of the order due up here. But a combined 2 for 9 so far. Do have a few walks on the night. Beifong back on the mound. Was able to save the Serpent season pretty much that last inning. Got the Dragons special with the bases loaded. And another snag by Beifong! We need to check her glove for foreign substances when she leaves the mound. She is snagging everything coming back to her. A dribbler to the left side of the infield. Out for Walker charging. The throw not in time. Daydream Fever too fast. And the infield single is aboard. Here's Sebastian Angelo 0 for 3 with 2 walks. It's a pretty even match between Daydream Speed and Big Larchuge's arm. Oh, the hit and run! And Beifong! Oh, the throw not in time! And here's Juan Mini taking his first plate appearance. Came in for Doug Kelly defensively. But now missing that strong bat. He falls behind 1 and 2. Fouls that one off. Runner's going. Oh! Juan Mini into right! And that one is gone! Juan Mini walks it off for the Cyclones! 414 feet into right field, and the Cyclones take the game 5-3. Just as I was dissing his abilities, he proves me wrong. The Cyclones walk it off, stay in firm control of the 6th seed, and all but potentially kill the playoff hopes of the Serpents. Juan Mini coming in defensively and coming in clutch offensively. The walk-off home run. 12 hits for the Cyclones. Braun Lames with 3, Fever with 2. 12 walks drawn by the Cyclones. Yeti Olsen 3 for 5, 2 for 4. McLarchuge. Beifong gets the loss. Absolutely some amazing plays turned by her, though. 2 earned through 2 innings. Green not getting the job done late. 3 earned through 2. He couldn't hold the decision. Aru gets the win. A clean sheet through 2 innings. And we will go into game number 4. Hopefully we get as good as a game as we've gotten the last 3 so far tonight. We have had some spectacular games. This one should live up to the hype. I am making one change, though. I did add a pitch to my pitcher tonight, and just for the sake of clarity or honesty, or I can't think of the word, I'll show that I did this. Not that I don't think you guys don't trust me, but just for, I don't know. Oops. We'll post that in SSBL chat. Boom. And so we'll go to roster, and we're going to go Feels Goodman, and we're adding changeup. Go. And the Bombers are the home team. Hopefully this game lives up to all these other games so far tonight because holy cow, like, you'd be talking game of the century between these two teams. Coming in a combined 18-3. Neck and neck with one another in the Epic Phenoms. Let me make sure this Unicorns lineup. Need to get Odor at short, and then Porterhouse at second. Horns of Pop. Just make sure. Horns of Pop. Horns of Pop. Pop. I think this is the most recent lineup. Odor, Walker, Kush, Flitflot, Davis, Bree, Musha, Haggy, Hatman. I think Elder, are you here? Okay, Colon is SP. Oh, did I make that change? No, I did not. Okay, I need to make that change. Bear with me here. Customize teams. Let's go this way. We'll go ahead and do this while here so I don't have to always make that change. Oh, cancel DH lineup. Door, short, position swap. Roster, Colon, starting pitcher. Belmont is the SPRP, perfect. Belmont to take the role of SPRP. Dolan Colon will be the starter. Cool. So Emerald Diamond, and we've got Colon, and that lineup. This lineup is correct, right, Elder? We're all good here. Everything looks kosher to you. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, all is good. Fantastic. And then I've got Feels Goodman starting, and I've got Hula there. All right, here we go. Game number 4. Just another absolutely massive game for playoff implications in the Epic Conference. The Phenoms division by no means decided yet. Bombers 10-1, Unicorns 8-2. We have waited all season for this matchup, and we finally are here. Let's hope it's just as good as the games we've seen so far tonight. I hope it's a fun one. And here we go. Jose Odor, first pitch swinging, lines that one to Rifleman for round number 1. And I'll bring up Woody Walker. Let me bring up stats and all that jazz for these teams. That one's fouled off. 0-2 to Walker. Swung that one. Feels Goodman back to the mound in time for first, round number 2. And batting. Oh, I did batting. Pitching. Here's King Kush. This is a bad man. Down first. Oh, Billy O'Connell with a diving stop. To Goodman in time for round number 3. A 1-2-3 inning for Goodman. Here we go to the bottom of the first. So it's a Dolan Colon on the mound making his first career start. So far in relief, he's pitched 4 1/3 innings, 3 earned runs, 5 hits, a walk, 5 strikeouts. Does have K-Man, a 6.23 ERA, and a 1.38 WHIP. And that will be a leadoff walk to Rifleman, which will bring up Graham Britton. Graham Britton, 13 for 38 on the season, 342, a pair of home runs so far. Runners going to pitch out. Musha, the throw is in the dirt, but in time. A great pitch out from Colon. Teamwork there from Musha. The high velocity from Colon got that play off without a hitch. And a full count now to Britton. And that will be a walk to Britton, so another walk issued by Colon. And I'll bring up Tyler Benetti.
Fielder, number 4.
Another runner going. The throw is going to be in the dirt once again. Oh, runner's going for third. A gutsy throw. A gutsy play by Britton, but it pays off. Mushaw spikes another one. It takes a weird bounce off the base, it looks like, and kind of trickle into center field. A line shot to Odor. He makes the snag over his head, saves a run. A fantastic play by Odor. A line shot, and he snags it for out number 2. Brings up Billy O'Connell with a runner at third. 1-1 the count. And O'Connell with a grounder to second, and it's in time at first for out number 3, and the Bombers are turned away. We go to the top of the second. Flip-flop Davis and Breezy Bree do up for the Unicorns.
The third baseman, number 30.
Flip-flop, first pitch swinging, pops this one up into right center. It's Rifleman who will make the catch. Let's take a quick peek at what Goodman has done. 7 earned through 9 1/3 innings this year, 6.75 ERA. Oh, Gerald Davis into right field, and that one is gone! Gerald Davis puts the Unicorns on top here early with a solo shot into right field. There's so many things we could talk about these two teams, especially the matchup these two teams put together in the Miners Championship Series last season. That series going all 5 with the Corns of Pop coming in victorious with the walk-off in game number 5 of that series. We're seeing a lot of players from that series in this game. A lot of the starting lineup for the Unicorns. Flip-flop, Breezy Bree, Davis was down there last year, King Kush. A lot of the pitchers. This one's hit hard by Bree, and that's going to get down into the gap. That's going to be extra bases. She's headed for second. Iffy now up with it. Will she go for third? She will, and will get there easily. A one-out triple from Breezy Bree. And the Unicorns in business here in the top of the second. Here's Mushaw. 0-2 to Shaw. Hopped up in foul territory, but it looks like it's going to get into the bleachers. Strike 3 called, a huge strikeout for Goodman. And here's Haggy Porterhouse.
Number 12.
2-0 the count. 3-0. And that's a 4-pitch walk to Porterhouse, and he'll be aboard. And that brings up the veteran Alex Hatman,
Number 26.
a continuous foe against the Bombers, but he grounds this one to third. Pujols gets the first in time for out number 3, and the side is retired. But Gerald Davis gets the scoring started with a home run into right field. 1-0, the Unicorns lead going to the bottom of the second. Lexi Luther, Albart Pujols, and Ken Iffy Jr. to lead things off. Dolan Cohen back on the mound here. First pitch swinging, Lexi Luther singles up the middle.
Now back, the third baseman.
And here is Albart Pujols.
5.
Lexi Luther trying to steal for some reason. Oh, she gets there in time. She is not that fast. I didn't think that would be successful. 1-1 the count now to Pujols with the runner in scoring position. On misses low, 2-1. 3-1 now. And that'll be a walk. The third walk issued by Colin. That's going to put 2 aboard here with nobody out for Ken Iffy Jr.
Fielder, number 42.
Ken Iffy Jr. having himself a nice little season. Grounded to third. Oh, Flip-flop makes the snag before it hits the ground. A nice play by Flip-flop. And here's Armstrong Hula. She falls behind 0-2. Came in activated for Colin for the first time tonight. And she gets rung up there. Colin with the first strikeout of the evening. And that's going to bring up number 9, Ferris Irons. He takes a first pitch strike on the curveball. And swings at that one, a floater, flip-flop, and she makes the catch for out number 3. Bombers leave a pair stranded and will go to the top of the third. 1-0 in favor of the Unicorns here. 1, 2, 3, due up for them.
Our shortstop, number 13.
Let's see, Jose Odor. Odor, 9 for 33 this season. Not the most spectacular season. 272 on the year. A bit surprising. Check swings there, 2-2. Hits that one hard. Ferris Irons with a leaping catch. Shortstop on shortstop crime. Ferris Irons showing that he can flash the leather just like Odor can. A grounder to short. Ferris Irons up with it. The throw is in time for round number 2. And here is King Kush. King Kush, 15 for 34 this year. 4 home runs, 10 RBIs. 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. Hitting .441 on the season. At least as far as I've recorded it. There's at least 2 Unicorns games that I haven't recorded yet. A dribbler. Jules Goodman gets it. And to first in time for round number 3. A 1-2-3 inning for Goodman. And we'll go to the bottom of the third. Top of the order due up for the Bombers here.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Rifleman walked his last time up. This one's hit hard. Kagi Porterhouse with a nice snag for round number 1. Both these defenses flashing the leather so far here tonight. Graham Britton up now. Hard hit ball. Hatman's able to backhand it, and he will step on the bag for round number 2. That brings up Tyler Bonetti. First pitch called strike on the curveball. That one's inside, 1-1. Round to the third, flip-flop up with it. And the throw will be in time for round number 3. 1, 2, 3 innings for both sides of the third. And we'll go to the top of the 4th, still 1-0. 4, 5, 6 due up for the Unicorns here. Flip-flop to lead things off, 0 for 1 so far. And flip-flop into center field, tracking back, and that one is gone! Another solo shot for the Unicorns, this one by flip-flop, and they go up 2-0. And here's Gerald Davis, was the difference maker in this game before that home run. And he hammers one up the middle, that's going to be a base hit. His middle of the order, timing up Goodman well, he has not been able to retire many of these batters. 2-0 here to Bree. Finds his own there. She had a triple last time. He fouls that one off. It's 2-2 now. Pops this one up. It will find the netting. She'll live to see another day. Popped up. Just in front of home plate, Hula, I think, will be there to make the catch for round number 1. Brings up Mushaw, 0 for 1, tense. Had a couple of errant throws, got the runner, still caught the runner on one of them, but allowed the runner to go to third, but nothing came from it. Great up the middle. Britton will flip to second for 1, to first for the Dragons special. And we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Unicorns double their lead, 2-0. O'Connell, Luther, and Albart Pujols do it for the Bombers. Colin locked in, had a rough first couple innings. 3 walks, but has settled down nicely here so far. Back to Colin goes O'Connell. He'll throw it to first in time for round number 1. Brings up Alexi Luther. Luther's first pitch swing puts that one in the stands. And Luther popped up here. Will stay in the infield. Flip-flop. Will make the catch. 2 away. And here's Albart Pujols. He walked his last time up. Three-1 count to Pujols. And that will be another walk to Pujols.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 42.
Brings up Ken Iffy Jr. 0 for 1 so far. Don't think Pujols should be running. Oh well. Musha is 10, so that arm is a bit weaker than it usually is. Oh, Ken Iffy Jr. with a shot into left center. It's high and deep. It's to the deepest part of the park, and it's gone! Ken Iffy Jr. with a 2-run shot into left center, and we got ourselves a tie ball game. I didn't think that one had quite enough as it was hit to the deepest part of the park and was high carrying up there, but it just leaves the park and we're tied at 2. And Hula into center. Tracking back is Breezy Bree. She's at the wall and makes the catch for out number 3. A loud final out there, but the Bombers tied things up thanks to Ken Iffy Jr. And we go top of the 5th inning, tied at 2 apiece.
The second baseman, number 12.
All 4 runs scored via the home run, and this one might be another one down the first base line, and it's off the, oh, it is off the pole! Haggy Porterhouse, just like that, regains the lead for the Unicorns, kissing it off the outside part of the pole.
Now batting, the first
5 runs scored, all via the long ball. We've got ourselves a home run derby here in Emerald Diamond. Haben with a fair ball down the third base line. A good play by Pujols getting to first in time for out number 1, cutting down the speedy Hatman. We go back to the top of the order. Here's Jose Odor, 0 for 2 so far. Takes the first pitch strike on the curveball and fouls off another 0 and 2. Doesn't chase high, 1 and 2. Doesn't chase high and inside. Another curveball though, strike 3 called.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 4.
2 down now here in the top of the 5th. Here's Woody Walker. Woody Walker, first pitch swinging, is going to put this one into center. That's good for a 2-out single. Walker's first hit of the game, and that brings up King Kush, 0 for 2 so far.
Number 68.
King Kush moonshot into right field off the first pitch. Under it is Rifleman, and he will make the catch for out number 3, but not before the Unicorns retake the lead with the solo shot off the absolute edge of the pole in right field by Haggy Porterhouse to take a 3-2 lead going into the bottom of the 5th. Ferris Irons to lead things off here. Colin still on the mound. This one down third base. Flip-flop up with it in time at first, round number 1. Here's Rifleman. 0 for 1 so far today. Takes the first pitch strike on the inside edge. That one's in the dirt. Inside, 2 and 1. Swings at that one, pops it up. Just into the outfield goes Porterhouse. He makes the catch for round number 2. Now I'll bring up Graham Britton. Britton, first pitch swinging, fouls that one off hard. That one's inside, 1 and 1. Another one fouled off, 2 and 2 now the count. Came and activated for Colin. That one just misses, the count runs full. That one is fouled off. Just stays outside the third base line. This one's going down the right field line, floating with the pole again. Oh, it just foul. And that one's inside. Graham Britton will walk once again. And that will bring up Tyler Bonetti, 0 for 2 so far. Bonetti, first pitch swinging, pops it up, stays in the infield. Colin is under it, and he will make the catch for out number 3. And we'll head to the top of the 6th inning. Still a 3-2 ball game. Flip-flop. Davis and Breezy Bree do up for the Unicorns.
Now batting, the third baseman, number
Flip-flop has one of the 4 home runs in this game. This one's into right field. That's going to get down. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. She's going to stay put at first, though, for a leadoff single. And here's Gerald Davis. He's locked in, having himself a good game. 2 for 2 tonight. Swings and misses at the first pitch from Goodman. Fouls off another one. 0-2 the count to Davis. Gets jammed there. And it's caught by Critton. If O'Connell stayed at first, they would have gotten flip-flop. I don't know why she left first at all there. But luckily, she got back to first in time before O'Connell did. So 1 on, 1 out still here for Breezy Bree. 1 for 2 today with a triple. Excuse me. 1-0 the count. That one runs just a bit inside. 2-0. That one's hit hard. Bree O'Connell with the snag and steps on first base for the Dragons special. The 3 unassisted double play, and we go to the bottom of the 6th. It's O'Connell who will lead things off with Lexi Luther and Albert Pujols who are due up. O'Connell 0 for 2 today. One and 1 the count. That one finds the bottom of the zone. 1-2 came in activated for Colin once again. That one's fouled off by O'Connell. Grounded to third. Flip-flop up with it in time for out number 1. Flip-flop making a living at third base today. A lot of ground outs to third base today. Brings up Lexi Luther 1 for 2. Luther first pitch swinging will put this one into the third base stands. That one's a bit tall. 1-1. 2-1. Swung on into left. Tracking that one is Woody Walker. He'll make the catch in foul territory for round number 2. And that brings up Albert Pujols. He's walked twice today. And he puts this one into the gap. That's going to get down. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. Pujols digging for 2. He's a big man, but he will get there for a 2-out double. And that will bring up Ken Iffy Jr. He tied things up at 2 with a shot. Oh, and Ken Iffy is going to get pulled in favor of Beatrice Tanner. An interesting move, not going with a hot hand, but Beatrice Tanner, an amply abled player herself. Just the second time she's appeared in a game so far this season for the Bombers. She takes a 3-1 count here from Colin. That one finds his own. The count is full. Came in activated for Colin once again. The pitch swung on into right field. Tracking that one is King Kush, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. And it will go to the top of the 7th inning, still 3-2 in favor of the Unicorns. Mushaw, Haggie Porterhouse, and Alex Hatman due up here. Mushaw 0 for 2 today and tense. Beatrice Tanner will get pulled in favor of Mae Bruce, who will take over in center field. Mushaw takes a first pitch strike on the curveball and fouls off another one. 0-2 the count. That one's a shot to Irons. He makes the catch for round number 1. Here's Haggie Porterhouse. He is the difference maker in this game. His home run off the pole in right field put the Unicorns up 3-2 here a couple innings ago, and they've held that lead since. He has a 2-1 count. Fouls that one off. It'll be 2-2. Oh, strike 3 called. I'm not sure about that one, but Porterhouse will sit down. That one looked a bit inside, but Goodman with the strikeout brings up Hatman. He's 0 for 2 today. Hatman with a shot into left. That's going to get down in front of Benetti for a 2-out single. And here's Jose Odor, 0 for 3 intense. Hasn't had the greatest day at the plate, but has saved a run or two defensively with his fielding. Took a line shot away from, I can't remember who hit it, but definitely saved a run. 1-1 count to Odor. Hit hard, hit ball. O'Connell with the snag and steps on the bag for out number 3. And we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. 8-9-1 due up for the Bombers here. Armstrong Hula 0 for 2 today. And Hula will get pulled in favor of Alyssa Sass. Sass first pitch swinging, pops this one up. It will be an easy play for Hatman, out number 1. And here's Ferris Irons, 0 for 2 so far. Shortstop showing up defensively today for both teams, but Offensively, so far hitless. 2-1 the count here to Irons. Irons down the third base line. Flip-flop can't come up with that one, and that will roll into the outfield for a one-out single. Back to the top of the order we go. Hamish Rifleman up, and that will be it for Colon. In comes Trevor Belmont, the long reliever, to try and close things out for the Unicorns. Bring in the lefty to face the righty Rifleman. Ball's behind 2-0. That one finds his own 2-1. That one's hit into right. That's going to get down in front of King Kush. Made a sliding attempt, but just too far in front of him. 2 runners aboard for the Bombers. And here's Graham Britton.
The second baseman, number 60.
0 for 1 with 2 walks today. Takes a first pitch strike on the outside edge. That one in there for a strike as well. 0-2. Lays off that one. 1-2. Ooh, a dangerous take there. 2-2 the count to Britton. Swings at that one. Just fell. Oh, almost an amazing play by Flip-Flop there. Just out of her reach. A dribbler up the middle. Odor is charging. The throw in time for out number 2, but both runners will advance 90 feet. Here for Tyler Benetti. The tying run 90 feet away. The go-ahead run 180 feet away. Tyler Benetti 0 for 3. Takes a first pitch strike. Benetti, hard hit ball, but that's going to be foul. It'll be 0-2. And Benetti strikes out looking. A called third strike on the inside edge. And the Unicorns survive the jam and go to the top of the 8th, still on top 3-2. And Goodman's day will be done through 7 innings. 3 earned runs, all of them homers. In comes Mario Wrestles. I thought that said Werber Jagerman Jensen, but I guess I can read. This one's hit hard by Woody Walker, but that'll be foul. 2-2 the count now. That one's foul as well. Round to third, but no one can come up with it, and that'll be a leadoff single for Woody Walker. Just through the gloves of Pujols and Irons, and that'll bring up King Kush 0 for 3 today. Takes a first pitch strike on the curveball. That one's low, 1-1. This one will be foul, 1-2. As will that one. King Kush staying alive here. Ooh, that one's a hard hit ball, but foul again. Doesn't chase the slider outside. And that one's a hard hit ball down the third base line, but oh, it's just foul. That was a laser, but just fair foul. And strike 3, swung outside and missed. A strikeout for Mario Wrestles, 1 away. Here's Flip-Flop. She's having a nice day. 2 for 3, a home run and a single so far. Takes a strike there on a slider. That one misses. 2-1 the count. That one misses as well. 3-1. And that will be a walk to Flip-Flop. That's going to put 2 runners aboard here for the Unicorns. And here is the man who started off the scoring in this game, Gerald Davis, also 2 for 3 today. He takes the first pitch strike and fouls that one off. 0-2 the count to Davis. That one runs inside. Davis fouls that one off. Still a 1-2 count. 2 on, 1 out here in the top of the 8th. That one's up the middle. Oh, and Graham Britton can't handle that one. And everyone will be safe. The bases will be loaded for the Unicorns. Britton almost made a fantastic play, but couldn't quite come up with it. And the bases are loaded here for Breezy Bree. Unicorns could come up with a kill shot here with a base hit. 2-0 count to Bree. And Bree with a moonshot into center. It will stay in the park. Ray Bruce will make the catch for round number 2. She no longer has a good arm, so a runner will tag and score, and the Unicorns go up 4-2. I am really starting to lose my voice. Runners now at the corners here for Moose Shaw, 0 for 3. Oh, and 2 the count. Breaks her bat, swinging at that one. It's a slow dribbler. The throw to first in time for out number 3. Another run does come home for the Unicorns. Makes it a 4-2 ball game going into the bottom of the 8th. 4, 5, 6 do it for the Bombers here. They're running low on time.
The first baseman, number 10.
Belmont still on the mound. 2-0 to O'Connell. He's 0 for 3 today. That one finds his own 2-1. That one's hard hit. That one's going to get down into the gap for O'Connell. That's going to roll all the way to the wall, take a weird bounce. King Kush covers it up and will throw it into play in time to prevent O'Connell from going for third. So runner in scoring position now for Lexi Luther. She is 1 for 3 today. First pitch low. Curveball low. Fastball line shot to flip-flop after he took it off the one hop. Throw in time to first in time for round number 1. Here's Albert Pujols. He's 1 for 1 today, a double and 2 walks. It is one swing baseball right now. But that's not the swing the Bombers wanted, as Pujols will foul this one out to Belmont for round number 2. And up will come Mae Bruce. The fortunate thing is the Bombers don't have any other outfielders, so she will take this at bat. And she will pop this one up. It's going to stay in play, and we'll go to the 9th inning, 4-2. Leadoff double from O'Connell is squandered, and we'll go to the 9th. 8-9-1 deal for the Unicorns here.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 12.
2-0 count here to Haggie Porterhouse. 3-0 now. Russell's struggling with the zone. Finds it there, 3-1. And that'll be a leadoff walk to Porterhouse, which will bring up Alex Hatman, 1 for 3 today.
Number 26.
Wrestles cannot find the zone, 2-0 count. And that's a grounder through the right side of the infield. That's going to be a base hit for Hatman. His second of the day, 2 aboard, nobody out here in the top of the 9th. Unicorns really to look on to add some insurance here. Here's Jose Odor, 0 for 4 today. First pitch swing, fouls that one off. That one finds his own, 0-2. In the dirt. And Odor puts this one into center field, and it's gone! Odor puts the cherry on top for the Unicorns as they go up 7-2. Odor finally comes through with his bat and puts this game out of the reach for the Bombers.
Number 4.
3-1 here to Woody Walker. And he'll take a walk.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 68.
Wrestles Tins has given up 4 earned runs in 1 inning so far. That'll be caught by O'Connell, 1 away.
Now batting,
Here's Flip-Flop. She's locked in, 2 for 3 today.
30.
Two and 1 the count to Flip-Flop. 2-2 now. Popped up behind home plate. And that will be caught by Sass for number 2. And up comes Gerald Davis.
Number 50.
And Davis with another hit through the right side of the infield. He's having an absolute spectacular day here.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 12.
And that will do it for Wrestles. Not a night to remember for him. In comes Freishek to try and get the final out. This one's a floater into left. That's going to get down. Oh, Benetti will make the catch, round number 3. A 3 spot for the Unicorns most likely puts this one out of reach. Bombers need 5 to try and tie things up here.
The catcher, now in the game.
Keisha Phillips will come in defensively for Woody Walker. She's going to be in left. Belmont on the mound. Alyssa Sass 0 for 1 so far. Came in for Armstrong Hula. She grounds this one to Porterhouse. Out number 1.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 2.
This one's a dribbler to short. Odor will get it to first in time for number 2. And that brings up Amish Rifleman.
The right fielder, number 89.
3-0 to Rifleman. And a walk will prolong the game. Bring up Graham Britton 0 for 2.
Second baseman, number 60.
First pitch called strike on the curveball. That's a grounder to short. This could be it. Odor to first in time. And the Unicorns take the first one from the Bombers here in season 7. 7-2. A home run derby here in Emerald Diamond. 5 home runs between the two teams. Honestly, the Unicorns dominated this game. Unicorns pitching, only giving up 6 hits to the Bombers. Unicorns came up with 13 hits. Gerald Davis with 4. Flip-flop with a pair, as well as Walker and Hatman. Colon with the win, 2 earned through 6 1/3. Belmont with the save, only giving up 3 base runners through the last 2 2/3. Goodman with the loss, only 3 earned through 7. Wrestles gets pegged for 4 through an inning and 2/3, and Freishek with the final out. Your MVP, Davis, Porterhouse, and Flip-flop. Well, thank you all for tuning in to day number 1 of week 9. We'll have more intense games, hopefully, throughout the rest of this week with huge playoff implications. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm not exactly sure who will be on the call tomorrow. We'll figure that out. But in the meantime, we'll see you all tomorrow. Same time. Well, maybe not same time, but same place. Have a good night, everyone.